Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Stefano continued to pose as Steve in Prague, complaining about John's disregard for other people's privacy. We are meant to be on the same team. Is there a problem here? Stefano snapped. I hope not, John responded. So, what are you doing with Stefano's ring? John asked again. I grabbed it from Kate before we left. It was in Andre's possession when he died. She offered it to Chad, but he declined, Stefano said. Then, like Tony, Chad must also be over Stefano's legacy of evil, he said. That's quite dramatic. Chad and Stefano may not agree on everything, but Chad has always loved and respected his father, Stefano insisted. Okay. John murmured. Anyway, I know how important that ring is to Stefano. It's part of his identity, so I thought that, it would come in handy if we needed to lure him to us, he said. I see. So you've had this ring since before we went to Prague, and you haven't told me about it, John concluded. I didn't think it was that important. Stefano offered a defensive explanation. Important enough that you convinced Kate to give it to you, John told me. It was just an idea I had. Stefano is exhausted and stressed. Man, you're all over the place here, John commented. Are you accusing me of something? Stefano responded fiercely. Stop doubting me. Stefano demanded. I would do anything for Marlena. She is incredibly significant to me, even more than you realize. Stefano insisted. Instead of fighting with each other, shouldn't we be focused on finding the real enemy, Stefano Di Mera? Stefano ended. You're probably right. I'm probably taking my frustrations out on you because we're not making any headway here, John said after some consideration. That's where you're wrong, 'cause one of my contacts just said he got a new lead. According to him, a man resembling the Phoenix just rented some rooms off the old town square, reported Stefano. Stefano received a text message from someone just as he expected. That man just got back, Stefano said after reading the SMS message, which John couldn't see. All right, let's go, John said before rushing out. I'll take the ring back, Stefano ordered, interrupting John, who handed over the item in obvious uncertainty before loading a revolver and exiting the hotel room. Sean and Rafe investigated Hope's office for clues to Gina's whereabouts and discovered an ashtray containing a partially smoked, still burning cigarette. Looks like she left in a hurry, Rafe noted. We must have just missed her, Sean concluded. We need to find her before she does something to wreck my mom's life for good, Sean said. You told me before that Princess Gina was always trying to get with John, she said. Yeah, but, thankfully, he's in Prague with Steve, Sean said. Yeah, but what if, while he's gone, she targets Marlena? Rafe continued. I will call Marlena. You call Roman. He's been worried about your mom for a long time, and he knows her and Marlena better than anyone else in town, so maybe he can help us, Rafe said Sean, who agreed. Gina continued to pretend to be Hope at the Evans Black townhouse, telling Marlena that something significant was about to happen. I just got a tip that Stefano is purposely leading John and Steve on a wild goose chase in Europe, Gina told me. It was a setup? Marlena summarized. Yes, we believe so, and now that he has gotten them out of town, we suspect he is sending someone to get you. Now, don't worry, John and Steve have me here to protect you, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, but it's not safe for you to stay here, so I'm going to take you to a more secure area, where you can hide until this threat is neutralized, Gina said. Marlena began to rush into a bedroom to pack an overnight bag, but Gina protested that there was no time for such minor issues. Marlena began to question the situation's tremendous urgency, but was interrupted by a phone call from Rafe. Don't answer that, Gina demanded. Rafe could have been compromised by Stefano. You understand Stefano's operations better than anyone else. He can reach out to anyone at any time. And Rafe has been undermining my authority at the Salem Police Department. I recently found out that there were leads on Rolf and Stefano, but Rafe concealed the information, so they slipped through our fingers. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Rafe was involved in Stefano's plan to kidnap you, Gina reasoned. Marlena found the accusation astonishing and hard to believe, but she didn't have time to refute it before Gina insisted on leaving. My automobile is parked across the street. Gina told Marlena, I'll take you right to the safe house, as she tried to depart the townhouse. Shouldn't we tell John and Steve about Rafe? They'll be checking in, Marlena said, halting Gina. Stop questioning, Gina snapped. Please, just do as I say, okay? Gina maintained a cooler tone. But, what if Stefano's thugs are waiting for us outside? Marlena worried. I'll be ready, Gina vowed. But, maybe you should pull your car into the garage, and that way, I won't be exposed, Marlena suggested. Fine, Gina reluctantly conceded. At the Brady pub, Roman instructed Hattie to cover Kate's tables for a bit. She and Chad appeared to be discussing something important, Roman remarked before walking away, leaving Hattie no opportunity to disagree to the request. Meanwhile, at the bar, Chad complained to Kate about his previous interaction with Kristen. I know Kristen isn't telling me everything about her meeting with my father, what I don't know is what she's hiding or why, says Chad. Maybe you should keep your distance for a while, just stay away from everything that has to do with your father, said Kate. Has he contacted you? Chad inquired warily, suspecting there was a motive for Kate's advice. No, why would he? Kate innocently responded. You'd tell me, though? Chad continued. Of course I would, Kate replied. Chad quickly raced away, and Kate sighed guiltily once the coast was clear, then gasped when Hattie approached with orders from Kate's tables. Wow, you're nervous as a cat around a rocking rocker. What is going on with you? Hattie pondered. You look like you've lost your last friend, Hattie added. That's exactly how I feel, Kate said. So, let's have a little hen conversation about it. I am such an excellent listener. Hattie offered. I can't talk about this, Kate insisted. Oh, is it because it's, about Steve tracking down Stefano? Hattie guessed, making an unsuccessful attempt to whisper the identities. You guys talking about Steve? Roman interjected as he approached Hattie and Kate. Have you heard from him and John? Have they found Stefano? Roman continued. We're just hoping they do, Kate said. Roman nodded and changed the conversation, stating Sean had just called. He and Rafe need my help with something, Roman went on. Is Sean in town? Why? Kate asked. I'm not sure, Roman responded. Anyway, can you two hold down the fort here? Roman desired. We could hold down 2 forts, so you just go about whatever you need to do, Hattie excitedly attempted to reassure Roman, who was already walking away.